Good day, everyone. My name is Benji Nugas from BPED2A, and now I will going to tackle about television sets, mobile phones, computer, and humanity. So let us start with our very first topic, which is television and television sets. So as you can see in the picture, the television is already old. But before that, let's have first a very brief overview about the timeline on when the television started. So here are the pictures of television. As you can see, television through decades, TVs grow both larger and slimmer. So, okay, it started from 1920s with image detector, 1930s by RCA TRK12, 1940s RCA 630TS, 1950s Westinghouse, 1960s Producta, 1970s Sony 19 inches Kiwi, and 1920 the Color, 1980s Magna Ox tabletop, 1990s Philips flat TV, 2000s Samsung Smart TV, and in 2010 Samsung curved UHD TV. So as you can observe in the 1990s, it started to become slimmer. Now, let's come to the statistics. According to Qatar Media in the Philippines, 92% of urban homes and 50% in rural homes own at least one television set. So, in old households in the Philippines, 92% of urban homes and 70% of rural homes own a television set. So, next is households with television set reach more than 15 million. NODA 2012. So, according to NODA 2012, there are 15 million households rather. 15 million households has own a television set. So, for you, what would this imply? So, imagine 92% of urban homes and 70% of rural homes has owned a television set. So, simply, a television set has a great impact in our everyday life and in the society also. It somehow helps us to relieve our stress by watching videos in the phone, browsing TV rather, television, watching movies in the television or teleseries. So now what are the uses of television? First is ultimate medium for advertisements placement. Okay, as we can see in the program of the television, there are a lot of advertisements in the television, and some are advertising about different products. So second, almost all use this particular type of device or device also. If we're going back to the statistics of urban house statistics, 92% of urban households and 70% of rural households own a television set. Next is television plays a great role in the lives of the people. So it would imply that television is very important nowadays because it is where we get information, especially nowadays that we are facing a pandemic. Through television, we are informed what to do or what are the protocols being set by the government for our safety. Then next, let's have a very brief overview of the history of television. Paul Gottlieb Nipkow, 1862-1940, successful in his attempt to send images through wires with the aid of a rotating metal disc or a Nipkow disc. So as you can see in the picture, no, Its metal disc that rotates the hole, which is also called a Nipkow disc. Second is in the picture, it is an electric telescope with 18 lines of resolutions. So, as you can observe, it is a Nipkow disc. As you can see, there is a hole, and it rotates. It's also where you can, where you send the images through the use of wire. Then next is a major also by Alan Archibald Campbell Swinton. He is a US inventor, and Boris Rosing, a Russian inventor. New system of television by using the cathode ray tube in addition to the mechanical scanner system. As you can see in the picture, the back of the television is big. Why? Why does the back of the television is big? Because it is where the cathode ray tube placed. So as you can, the TV rather, not me. So at the back of the TV, the cathode ray tube was being placed. Going to the next topic, which is about the mobile phones. Let's have first an evolution of the timeline of the evolution of mobile phones. The first mobile phone was a Motorola Dynatac Buox in 1983. It can be used for 8 hours, and its calling time is 40 minutes. So imagine 40 minutes, the Motorola Dynatac Buox in 1983. 40 minutes, it's a very small time. Then in 1989, a Motorola Microtac 9800X. In 1993, a Nokia 2110. In 1998, Nokia 5110. In 2000, Nokia 3310. In 2004, Motorola RAZR version 3. And in 2007, Apple iPhone, excuse me. As you can observe, the color blue above indicates its number of hours or hours for the battery to be used, and white indicates its number of hours consumed in calling. So as you can see, as you can observe in the timeline of mobile phone from 1993 to 2007, the number of hours of its battery and number of hours for calling is increasing. So Filipinos love to use their mobile phones anywhere and anytime. So yes, that is true, because even if you're staying outside your house, you can still be able to use your phone. You can still be able to browse on the internet. You can still be able to use your phones for sound trip or listening to music or watching videos or etc. Next is more than half of the Filipino population at least own one mobile phone regardless of its type. So more than half. So half when let us say 1 million, so 500,000 of Filipino population, or 500,000 of Filipino person has a mobile phone. It's either keypad or touch screen with different brands like Nokia, Cherry Mobile, Samsung, Vivo, Realme, etc. There are many more to mention. In 2010, Sinovate declared 67% product ownership in the country. So, mobile phones also are considered a must-have among young Filipinos. according to ABS-CBN 2010. So meaning, um, uh, it is somehow a compulsory to have a mobile phone among young Filipinos. Maybe they are affected with the new generation. They are going to para sumunod sa bagong uso, kumbaga. Then 1 out of 3 Filipinos cannot live without a mobile phone. Ipsos Media Atlas Philippine Nationwide Urban Survey in 2011 to 2012. So yes, maybe nowadays 2 out of 3 Filipino cannot live without a mobile phone, and it is the impact of mobile phones to us Filipino or the users. I'm just going to share some fun facts about phones or about calling in a cell phone. So, the first call ever made on a cell phone was from an engineer named Martin Cooper, calling a rival engineer to brag out his accomplishments. So, see, Martin Cooper is the one who discovered calling through a cell phone or calling using a cell phone. Next is computers and laptops. So this is a laptop, desktop, or other called it as PC or the personal connection. So, okay, going back to the mobile phones, as we have known the statistics that more than 90% of Filipinos own a mobile phone in an urban areas and 70% in rural areas. Not possible for all Filipino families to own at least one computer or laptop. So for the laptops and computers, it is not possible that all of the Filipinos will have it or can afford to buy because of its very expensive price, and not all can afford to buy it. Second is most profits gained by computers and laptop manufacturers come from offices, businesses, or schools. So when you're going to buy a laptop or a PC or the personal connection, you need to have a maintenance for the better the better use of your device. Yes, device. Next is growing number of internet users in the Philippines. Thus, there are problems regarding the internet providers. So we can say that in Southeast Asia, Philippines is one who have worst internet connection. And I think we students can relate to this because there are times that we cannot attend in our online class due to the poor internet connection, and sometimes we cannot able to pass our outputs or activities on time because sometimes there is no couple of days no internet connection or poor internet connection which unable to send our activities. Let's go back to the first our history of computers and laptops. Charles Babbage, 1791 to 1971. Charles Babbage, he was bugged as the father of computers, or he was dubbed, bugged as the father of computers. He lived from 1791 to 1971, and he was from England. English mathematician and inventor who is created with having conceived the first automatic digital computer that was released in June 1981 by Osborne Computer Corporation. Then the Osborne one is considered to be the first true portable full-featured computer. So as you can observe in the picture, That is an example of Osborne 1. It was released on June 1981 and it was considered to be the first laptop ever. Yes, first laptop. Um, Try to observe the differences between an old type of laptop and the new versions now. We can really say that there are very lot improvements made by the inventors. They have invented a lot of improvements for the certain device like that one, computers and laptops. uh, Facts about Filipinos and other use of gadgets and the internet. Mobile phone subscription is at 119 million. So we Filipinos are very active users in mobile phones because there are a lot of positive impacts of mobile phones to us. It serves as our highway to contact our loved ones. Next is 3.2 hours on mobile and 5.2 hours on desktop daily. So based on the information, 3.2 hours consumed in using mobile phones while 5.2 hours consumed on desktop or a laptop among Filipinos. Philippines has one of the highest digital population in the world. So I think we are aware of this. Imagine even at a young age nowadays, they already owned a mobile phone or a laptop if can afford. Then 47 millions active Facebook accounts. So imagine 47 millions active accounts. I think it is because Facebook is one of the social media platform that is used to communicate faster our loved ones. Next is fastest growing application market in Southeast Asia. So yes, 47 million is very many. So there's a big possibility that it is the fastest growing application in the Southeast Asia. So that's all about my topic, which is all about television set, mobile phones, computers, and humanity. So I hope you learned a lot from my discussion and thank you and God bless.